What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. As you can see, Silver City is looking quite beautiful. Absolutely splendid day, mid 80s Fahrenheit. Just beautiful. I hope it is beautiful where you are as well. Welcome to the show, and let's just get started. Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art. In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection, made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at shanedaltongallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today. All right. Welcome. How we doing on cameras? Boom. And boom. So, this is the painting I'm going to bore you guys with for another day. But we're getting through this, and that's really the struggle here, and that's the whole point of this whole show is chilling out. Don't worry about all the stuff that's happening in the world. At least for an hour you can chill, relax, and watch somebody else struggle. Maybe we'll get some laughs in. I don't know. It's all something. But last week we did work on this up here. I like it a lot. We need to cover this up now with a little bit just deeper and darker version of this, but the same kind of algorithmic coverage, because that looks splendid. So, yeah. Welcome, everybody. Let's go. First thing I'm going to do is mix up some paints. And that I want it to be a little darker. As I said, I'm going to use this very old and dark cyanine blue. It's blue with a lot of red in it. I don't even know if it's any good anymore. But you know what? As long as I can squeeze it out of the tube, I can work some medium into it, and it'll be just fine. All right. We'll just start by pouring the medium over the blue and work. Oh, the blue might be a little out of touch. Oh, it's working. It's working. It's pretty solid, though. Paint is a pretty amazing thing. This has been, let's see, at least 7 years old. Tube of paint. So, you know, a little bit of paint medium. Look at that. We got blue back again. Now let's mix it in with some of this green. And we need other colors. Go with a little burnt sienna. And instead of yellow, I'm going to go with an orange. All these colors exist in the painting, except for that blue one I just put in. But we're really mixing it in with a lot of green and burnt sienna. So it's just a shadow that we're picking up here. All right. Looks like we got a little bit of paint. I'm excited. You guys excited? Could probably do you a solid and zoom in. This way you get the whole thing, man. The whole experience. I gotta loosen up here. So I'm definitely following on some other lines. Start by following a line and then cutting across and finding another area that's similar. Alright, this is nice. This is a good way to bring the color in nice and slowly. We're in no hurry here. I always have to remind myself of that in really all aspects of life. I'm in no hurry. Where am I racing to? What am I racing to do? I am doing it.
KP Nation said,
Kizzle
"Hello,
Pizzle,
Mr.
what's up,
Chris.
dude?
I hope all is well."
Heck yeah, buddy. Welcome. How have you been? All is well here, by the way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm still learning how to paint. It's been a while since I've seen a video of yours. I haven't even seen anything, you know. Have you been doing stuff? I miss your streams of you amongst the bugs. What the heck was that game called? Those were fun. I mean, I don't miss them, but you know what I'm saying? I fondly remember those streams. How's that? That's a proper. I know words. But anyway, very nice to see you, dude. You know, when I'm dancing, I must be feeling it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
KP Nation said, "You know you've smoked too much is when you believe you're painting straight lines, but it actually looks like that."
Yeah, have you even seen this painting in a whole, as a whole? I can zoom out real quick. This is a pretty crowd favorite. When people come into the store, they all say, "Oh, I love it," but what are they going to say to the artist who's standing in front of the painting, you know? I kind of get that.
KP Nation Said, I've been posting every day, except yesterday.
You've been
You
posting every
commented on
day.
one of my recent vids.
Well, you know you smoke too much when you comment on someone's video. And you forget. But dang, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Last week we organized all this top tree, and obviously today we're just focused on this chunk. Ooh, speaking of which, I need a little white. I commented on a video of yours recently. All right. That's crazy. Oh, and now I gotta clean my brush. Boom. We're just gonna add a little white to it as I just did. And then, see, it's like a nice gray. A green gray. I think I put a little bit too much white in there, but that's okay. I have a lot of stuff to mix with. Well, I've been posting every day kind of too in space.
I've recently updated OBS and now it won't launch.
Oh yeah, it just happened.
Install method, but nothing.
It just happened to me. Yeah, today, and every time it installs, and then I hit OBS again, and it says it's already working. So, do you launch anyway or cancel? I cancel it out, and then I just sit and I wait. Sometimes it takes many minutes. But no, it hasn't. I mean, it's obviously working. I hope.
KP Nation. Said. Yep.
Well, if that's it, then just be patient. There's not much you can do. It's kind of like painting all these straight lines I'm doing here. Trying to add juxtaposition over branches and then tying them back in to the under geometry. Like this. Boom, over the top. And then back. And then, oh, went on over that one too.
KP Nation. Said. This morning it launched. Then I updated and nothing happens. Why OBS what? Haha.
I'm always amazed that any of this works at all, so I'm in awe of it. I was telling TC, my PC guy, that literally I haven't changed anything since he left. I have a monitor not working in the back. I don't care. I don't want to touch it, because as soon as I start to fumble around with this stuff, I forget what I do, and then, you know, it compounds. So I'm just lucky enough to be a part of this internet world, sir. I tell you what. I am humbled. See that? Just adding to it. Just always, there's never a problem with this kind of painting, I guess. I can just keep going. There's a formula to me wanting to stop. But at least I have the comfort of knowing that there's no mistakes.
KP Nation said, and to think that some people thought the internet was a fad.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no concept of what was to be. Pretty sure nobody did. I sit here sharing all of these silly things, often questioning why. But I think it just comes down to time. Again, time spent on something that you enjoy doing. Plus, hopefully making the world a better place. I don't know if I am, but as I said in the beginning of this video and almost every stream I do, this stream isn't about all the mayhem that's going on in the world. This is about doing nothing for this moment, hanging out, getting a laugh in, saying hi to one another, you know? Sometimes I got people from all over the planet, and that's beautiful to me. It blows my mind. So I think the act of doing it, again, doing nothing. The internet's full of a lot of crazy stuff. And it's not getting less crazy. It's not getting less crazy. The stuff might be on here. I mean, it's definitely going to be on here for as long as electricity flows.
KP Nation.
So that's kind of crazy to me.
My wife works for the school district. Yesterday they were going to throw away a few working VCR. My wife brought them home to see if we can get them going.
Cool. That's fun. Do you have a VCR tapes? Because that would be the next.
KP Nation said, I'm excited because I have some VCR tapes I need to go through.
Word. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. You could start a whole business transferring VCR to DVD still. I'm sure people, I mean, I do. I have VCR tapes. anybody who was alive and part of that time. That's so funny. See, we're getting deeper. We want this to be a little darker and just be closer to us. And that's what darker does. You get to see more of the structure. Been mobbing a lot on 7 Days to Die lately. By the way, over on Space. It's like a job, man.
KP Nation said, I wish they had one of those machines. Our VCR to DVD recorder machine stopped working years ago. Sad face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't even buy one of those. That'd be hard to come by. Well, almost had a person. All right, then. Leave. I heard my door jingle. Dun 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 dun. Cha. A little darker. Don't be afraid of the shadows. Okay, that's too much black. You should be a little afraid of the shadows. Throwing some blue. Oh, screwing everything up.
KP Nation
People.
said, I've checked the price of a VCR on Amazon and saw them for around $300.
Wow.
Wow. We used to buy them for under 100.
Yep. My folks, they bought one of those top loaders way back in the day. Like when VCR tech was first, out. A lot of money, I think. It was like a huge thing in our, kind of like, we love television, yo. Anyway, I think my sister still has it. It probably doesn't work anymore. I remember being there in early 2000 and she did it was working at that time. So that's funny. I'm thinking about my doorbell. When you gonna ring it? When you gonna ring it? So we need to get a lot of the dark here, and I gotta poke it in and leave a lot of the light coming through as well. So this is gonna be the challenge of the day. Balance. The word today is balance.
KP Nation. Said. My wife is home for lunch.
All right, dude.
Bye for now.
Thank you for stopping in.
Take care. KP Nation. Said. That insect game is called Grounded.
Oh, yeah. Grounded. Thanks, my guy.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Said. A tree can cover a multitude of sins.
Hello, Gypsy. Welcome. Beautiful. Man, a whole bunch of people are showing up today that haven't been around for a minute. I appreciate you. Welcome back. Hopefully all is well with you. How many sins must I carry? There's all kinds of different kinds of trees. Well, I'm glad it looks like a tree at least, even close up. How you been? Hopefully well. Right now we're working on balance. balance.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, I have viewed this painting before. I am well and healthy. I really like the misty sky.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am looking forward to finishing this tree. I'll tell you what. As long as I follow the structure I've laid forth, we might be okay. That's a whole lot of unknowns. Trying to put the right color next to the right area. Really making things pop, yo. Lordy. Holding my breath. Okay. I'm just back and forthing the dark until I get the right closeness. And there's a lot of little holes in here, which are fine. That happens in trees. But I gotta cover some of them up. Nice. There's just so many sticks. Gotta really take my time and wrap each one like a beautiful little present. Give some highlight to each one.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, What's brown and sticky?
I don't know. What is brown and sticky?
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla. Sip. A stick.
Oh, hey. Dad jokes. Let's go. I've been fussing with 7 Days to Die on a pretty consistent nature over on Space. See, I'm trying to have jagged lines as well as smooth lines. When you look at this painting in real life, I want you to be awestruck. Now back to the dark. This back and forth dance. It's a dance. I'm really just focused on this area here, so yeah, that should help. I was just right now painting down here, and y'all had no idea. I'm so sneaky. Noise.
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla. Said. Your technique should accomplish ductivity.
It should. I'm really banking on it. Look, I'm not that great of a painter. I'm pretty good. But when I studied art or look at art, I'm always thinking, "Oh, that's somebody," or somebody is doing somebody. And so when I came at this and I realized, oh, this line work is kind of like pointillism or some other tiresome thing. So if I can get the balance and all this right, then essentially every time somebody looks at one of these paintings, they're going to be like, wow, you just can't not do that. So if that's the thing that makes it, that's my fake little thing. That's my, I've just spent tons of time on every one of these. And if that's it, that's it. Um, People tell me the light is great in the paintings, so that's something I'm proud of, that I'm able to convey a sense of atmosphere, like you said, the dusty or whatever it is. Uh, so, yeah, that is obviously the little thing, but I think, look, the thing you can't teach is just time spent on making things feel. What I can teach is patience and intention. Sometimes having a blanketed non-intention is in fact intention. I truly think that a lot of what I'm doing is non-intention. That is, I go on this painting and I go with a paintbrush, and then I say, oh, okay, and I take a small paintbrush, the one we've done every one of these paintings with, and I then just follow a line. Therefore, I don't have to think anymore. I get to philosophize or whatever I want to think about in my mind and talk to you all about it. And while we're just creating whatever it is, we all get to see at the same time. So I think that's powerful in itself, that I'm coming at it as an innocent bystander, if you will, just as you all are. Granted, I have the control factor of the camera and I get to focus you in and, make you, this is where I'm at. This is what you guys follow me. That's the struggle of the art part. And thank you for being here, and thank you for struggling with me. And for those who show up and just enjoy the outcome, thank you for that too. There's all aspects of what I would say life, which is just my painting for me. But it transcends just painting for me, obviously. It's a structure, it's a motivation, it's a doing nothing, but with intention. Breathe in the good, out with the bad. Breathe in the good, out with the bad. That alone is an intention. And we're not doing anything. Wars are being battled. We're just breathing in the good, exhaling out the bad. So the darkness here, I want this to be dark because I want this to push out in front of us, right? Especially right here. And then this is going to be a bush that's going to be set back because there's something else. And that's what I've been talking about this whole time, that there's a balance here that I need something. And it might be just another log. It could be something. I don't know yet. But we have to get this tree done, and then we'll see. We'll see where it sits.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Sid. Organic painting.
I like it. I mean, if I want any traction on the interwebs, I have to do things. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be struggling with my painting, and I'm happy people want to share that with me. That's all I can do. I can't come at this Bob Ross style in 20 minutes, have a painting, and be like, okay, thanks everybody. You know, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to do Bob Ross paintings, yeah? I do want to struggle. And doing a Bob Ross painting is not struggle. And what do I mean by I want to struggle?
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, campfire ramen s'mores.
Campfire ramen s'mores. Nice. Oh, is that the balance? Is that the one thing I'm missing? I gotta lighten it up a little bit and come across what I just did. Tie that in and then bring it down. So I had a lot of monotony happening here, just a lot of lines doing the same thing. It happens in nature, but it's also broken up in nature by something perfect. And that's my struggle here. Finding the breakup.
Said, the struggle is what makes it real.
Yeah, ask any Buddhist. But I think the struggle is what makes it real. But that's not internet stuff. This is not a polished show. I am not Jazza. I don't have camp. So, yay. Sometimes I'm dancing. Sometimes I'm dancing. You know? That's about all you get. I hope sometimes you're all dancing. Sometimes we dancing. I'm super dancing, see?
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, how many people are in your film crew?
Exactly. Directed by Shane. Cameraman Shane. Key grip Shane. Produced by Shane. Starring Shane. I will have there would be a different name for computers. So what would that be on the Because then that would be TC. The guy who sets up everything, TC. And then everything else is just me. That'd be great. Again, I'd love to have a camera person, and it just takes money. Nobody wants to work for free. And nobody should want to work for free, really. Unless it's a crime of passion, which is this for me. Yeah, even if I made shocking art, that would be something. People would show up because it's a depraved society, you know? Damn. That's crunk. Is that a word? The kid's still crunking. I'm not sure what any of that is. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm trying to do this and that and this and that. Dude, I like it. I like what's going on here, man. I'm seeing a definition here, a weightiness, girth, if you will. She got back, you know what I'm saying?
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla said, I can see it.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Let's add a little bit of orange into our day. We got that greeny, 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 green, 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 green. And what I'm trying to do now is reflect even in the shadow. The thing about shadows is they're all really blue. But hey, man, my shadows are orange, okay? We are the music makers. Need a little bit more paint medium. Boop, boop. Couple dabs will do ya. Ooh. I said the magic word. He said the magic word. Alright, it's not enough paint pigment. So a big mess here, which is fine. Because I'll clear it up with the highlights. 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 See, when I go against the grain on any of this, I have to be intentional. And then it has to add up to another one. Therefore, it's folding in on itself, I suppose. I can see all the obstacles in my way. She knows how to use it. Sorry. Get excited. Get excited and I show it, okay? Because now I have purpose. What I'm kind of doing right now, besides making a complete fool out of myself, is I'm bringing in a little bit of this orange green, and I am just noticing now it kind of represents a lot of the twigs that would be inside of the tree, and I think our brain,
The gypsy and the vanilla
to cope with the geometry,
just leave it be.
just makes it all. Leave it be. Just leave it be. This guy, these people, leave it be. Oh, my side is a. That was a good one.
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla said, Twix is a great idea.
Yo, I'm starving right now, bros. I'm freaking hungry over here, man. Twix. See that? Cleaning up a lot of the kerfuffle. It's beautiful. Let's come up here and clean some of the kerfuffle. It's cool because the more organized these branches become, the more I see newer branches that I didn't even see before. So it's helpful. Like finishing a puzzle, yo.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, "You can spend your whole life straightening out kerfuffle."
That'd be great. To spend a whole life straightening out kerfuffle and then die in battle? Who could ask for anything more? I just kind of want to take a break. I'm going to step back 10 feet or so, 15 feet, take a look at this whole thing. I wanted to share this with you guys too, just to see the movement of the tree inside here. And you can see that it's sticking out, kind of protruding right now, which means it just needs to be darker here in this area, and then it'll all three-dimensionally like look correct, I guess. Also, you see these little protrusions? So, the way I imagine it is like a pine cone, and all of these protrusions are part of that pine cone. Each of those protrusions have protrusions, all pine coning it down into this pine cone.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla
So,
needs a big foot. Just saying. LOL.
nice. I'm going to protrude here, and I'm going to protrude here, 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 here. So it all, yeah, chaos, Fibonacci, pick something. Pick something that you go by, and that's what we're going to do here. And maybe when I'm done, somebody will be like, there's a Bigfoot in that tree. I don't know. I'll be right back. Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art. In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection, made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at ShaneDaltonGallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today. Unique New York.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, "Okay, back to the grind. What is this, a union?"
What is this, a union? Break is over. Yeah, I just had to go to the rest room, take a rest. Pretty uneventful. That's the thing with painting, art. Don't know if you dabble in the arts. Inspiration is hard to come by. It's amazing that I can show up every Thursday and Saturday at a certain prescribed time just to be here to do this. But I concentrate my energies in a lot of different ways throughout the week, and I think video gaming on space helps me, because if I was just doing art all the time, you know, I don't know how much time I'd have left to share with you guys. Or I'd just have to stream all the time or something. And yeah, my ego is wrapped up in it. But I think it's for a good cause, to share with the human race a little bit of art, like I've discussed before. Something different. And then someday this will be called Classic TV, yo. People will be all like, remember when we used to, or remember they'd read stories of people's telephones, and for that matter, cell phones. It'll be a thing of the past someday. Making your way in the world today. A little more white. White. Need a little more white. You want to go where people know. Layers, 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 people. So I have little spots on my paint pad where I have all these different colors that I've been working together. And so what I'm doing here is, see, this green has light, dark, a little bit of red, a little bit of dark, a little bit of real white. And so when I focus in on a little area of that, I'll then look at the painting, scan it really quickly, and then find out where I want to put it. I mean, it could be a mistake, but we really only know that once we throw it on. But over the years that I've been doing this, I start to realize more and more of how to organize through the painting, so it's a lot easier. I don't have to like take guesswork every time anymore. And that's what, a professional does, I guess. You don't have to guess. You've made the mistakes already. You know? That's kind of key too. Making the mistakes. You can't go through any process and learn without making a mistake. Those of us youngsters out there in the world who want to do things without, has to be done right first and foremost. I run into that shit all the time on video games. They're like, you suck at this. I'm like, well, I wasn't born knowing how to play Rocket League, idiot. I don't say that, but I mean it.
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla said, "True." The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla said, "I'm saying I concur with your saytings."
Hell yeah, bro. At first, I had to think about like what I said, and then I was like, oh yeah. Gotta make mistakes, man. And, we can turn it all around. We could literally make pride out of making a mistake, or just beauty out of frustration. And here's an easy one. Frustration. It's painful. Like physically pain in the freaking cranial area. Just trying to learn something and go through a process. Well, it's literally the act of your synapses in your brain just trying to find each other. And once they find each other, you've learned said process, no more frustration. So it's kind of a beautiful thing to think about when you're frustrated, to be like, oh yeah, this is me just trying to work through a problem, and you kind of just back up from the frustration, look at it as a whole, and just move ahead. And to me, I smoke a little bit about it, and then I'm happier about it, and everyone, I can do anything because I now appreciate frustration. I actually enjoy it, the pain. I'm like, oh yeah, this is that act that my brain is literally working and trying to like understand. So, oh, there it is, I understand it. Oh, we're strong, just synapses connecting. I love that. So more of that. So and more of the other, of making mistakes is a good thing. If we can just inspire our youth into making some mistakes, not pretending that it's all perfect, and for God's sake, not caring. What if somebody else's existence is all perfect? Good for them. Is karma real? Do they deserve that? Beautiful. I love it all. Or will they pay for that? Maybe. Have they paid for it? Maybe. It's not my life. I don't know what that's like. I know what this is like. This existence is fun.
The gypsy
I'm
and the
having
vanilla
fun with
gorilla
it. I
said,
hope you are.
synapses connecting, I love that.
Yeah, man. Me too. And when I learned what frustration was, it shook my world up to a level of, all right, now I search frustration. Not really. Don't get me wrong. I got to put it better. You know, searching discomfort is a weird observation of life too. There's that YouTube channel. They do a lot of things. The Yes Theory, I think it's called. They do a lot of cool things, but searching discomfort is a statement that'll get you into trouble. But you get it. The thirst for knowledge is real. Even doing these silly ass squiggly line paintings, starting with the blue one over there, and just being like, oh, I don't have to care what water looks like or what a tree is or even how color moves through a painting. I don't have to care about that. And then I started that, and then I was like, oh, my architecture background probably related to topographical looking things. And I was like, oh, it looks like a topo map, but not really. That would be weirder and boring and more psychedelic, which I should do probably. Anyway, yeah, it just started compounding, and it was frustrating to learn at different stages, but also exhilarating to see. And I'm still exhilarated. That's what keeps me coming back, folks, is my interest. I sit and I look at these all week, and I'm like, ooh, they're amazing, or I see the struggle in it, and I'm like, I don't know how to fix it. And so this is interesting. Right now, my brain is working through this process from what I've been doing today and what I did. What I did, I think, is absolute perfection. Now, what I'm doing is almost even. Yeah. Almost dispersal here within my hand region is even. Of the wood, it's like 50-50. So it doesn't look real, but the idea here is, like I said before, these little points of the pine cone. This pine cone is chaos. This pine cone is everywhere. There's a pine cone piece here and here and here. All the way around the whole tree is this pine cone that spirals up. So when I add more to this, this will be evenly covered up appropriately. Crush your fingers. But that's what I see here. That's what the math I'm doing in my head is, if I leave this at 50-50 all the way through, next time on Saturday when I come back and we start the new front end of it, this will get covered up perfectly. Now, to start the front end of it, let's start the front end of it. Let's get nuts. Let's break out a big old paintbrush. Let's break out a big old paintbrush. I want you guys to get an eyeful of what I'm about ready to do, because it's another one of those things. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those things. Okay. So what we have here is
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla
a crushing reality.
Woohoo. I got my jump off the deep end pants on.
I'm not worried about like real shape right now. I'm just worried about like where it is. Because remember, Yeah, yeah, yeah. I must be feeling good about it. I got myself dancing, 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 dancing. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna work my way down. It's real, people. Not to worry about weight distribution, not to worry about much of anything right now, except for how I'm covering it, where I'm covering it. See, I was a mistake to zoom in, so gotta let you in on the secret. On the secret. Oh, okay. You guys are looking at something totally different, man. Check it out. Sorry. So, you see what I've done? Scarred it, right? Beautiful. That's what we want. We want that scar tissue to last. But it's okay. So, what I'm going to do here, come in right now, and we will set in stone
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla said, "Beautiful."
tell you what, if I have something to do with it, it will be. Cause we dancing, dancing. So what I'm doing is rolling this paintbrush down the branch, which just allows for different highlights. Where's that one? Cause we dancing, dancing. Okay, I'll stop, I promise. I promise. So we got this branch. It's even caressing this branch. You start to see the highlights in it.
The gypsy and the vanilla gorilla said, "Don't forget the tree sap that always protrudes this time of year."
And then there's that. For real, yo. Now it's about confidence. This is the balance. This is the weight I was talking about, people. Because if I can break this up with enough, I got a good thing. And then this bush, so this is gonna be more right in front, and then this bush is gonna be behind, and then there'll be something else because it's just full. The vegetation around here in New Mexico is absolute, just beautiful. There's a lot of it, a lot of different stuff, alligator junipers, acacias, I don't know, trees and bushes. That's trees and bushes. So, ooh, I did something huge right now. Huge right now. I don't like this. What's this line doing here? This is about as bad as this line. So right now we have these two straight. Oh, you can't see the other one. Dang. Yeah. So it still comes from here, which is a problem. I think it should have come from down here. That's where the other bush is going to come in between. But it's cool. You know what we did today? We put this midsection in here, then we crossed over a new thing, man. Look, I brought a camera and I set up and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And then I saw this tree and I was like, oh, we got to get that tree into the set, in order for sunset to happen. And that's what happened here. And right now we're just, we're figuring it out.
Said, we have family in Roswell.
All right. So, New Mexico and the amazeballs of New Mexico. And I'm up here in Silver City where we're a mile up. So it doesn't take me too long to get somewhere. Exactly like this. Just giving the tree wood some sap, as you say.
Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla said, is there a raven on the top of the dead tree watching the sunset?
I love it. I love it. All for the past few weeks, people have been like, you need a bird in there. I'm like, well, the thing is with these paintings is that I don't put anything in it. It's up to you. And that you see a bird up there. That's what I'm talking about, people. That's how you should see art. That's how you need to view art. Don't let CGI fill in everything, We need to have some imagination back, people. We need to step back a little bit, And I say CGI because it's the most spoon-fed, terrible thing ever. But then again, I play video games and I love the high def 7 Days to Die experience.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla.
So, whatever.
At some point there will be.
At some point there will be. So I think I've done what I can do today. I love what I've done today. Because we've incorporated another dimension into the painting, which is what we need. This side of the painting I want to be wrapped around me. So I just want you to be, feel all the nature. Maybe a Bigfoot's over here. Over here we see to the distance. In between you see the path, I guess, if you want to psychologically look at this painting and all the, stuff that happens in our lives. So yeah, that's it for today, folks. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a part of my life. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best. I hope if you have an art channel or a YouTube channel, I know you guys do, Vanilla. But anybody else, I would just, share what you got to share. People will respond or not. You can talk to the ether as much as you want. We have the technology. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Saturday.